Okay, so judging from where we are on the map, we are on the right track. Just gotta keep going north, and Duncan's factory should be there. Hey everybody, Anime Boy Empire here, and welcome back to more Mother. Last time we were trying to get to Duncan's factory. We found a pass for a Duncan factory employee's pass, and then we got crazy lost, took a few trips back to Magicant to fully heal Loid after her animals apparently expressed non-verbally their opinion of the boy. I digress. Here we are. We made it to Duncan's factory.
This factory is Mr. Duncan's private property. Let's see your pass.
Is it a holiday? What do you mean? If it's a holiday, workers at Duncan's factory and people who want to visit must have a pass. Huh. How about that? Well, Loid, you heard the hound. Let's show him our pass.
This pass is expired. You must have stolen it.
Expired? Guess we don't need to return it after all.
Suspicious creature, look me in the eyes.
And now we fight the Duncan's factory guard dog, which takes the form of a stray dog. And unlike the other stray dogs that are being influenced by whatever is causing all these bizarre occurrences, this one's just doing its job. We have to defeat it, and it's so easy to do, but let's make him hear us. Sit, boy!
What? What's going on? It's like my body is on autopilot. I'm obeying his command?
Roll over! Now sleep!
Can't resist. Must nap.
And now you can just defeat this dog like any other dog. Whoa! Ninten, how did you do that? Oh, I forgot to tell you. I have PSI powers. Psychic powers? For real? Yeah. A long time ago, my great-grandfather made it a point to study these powers and compiled his findings in a diary that he left for me. Your great-grandfather studied this stuff? Like, on a scientific level? Pretty much, buddy. He may have been considered cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, but he was a genius for his time! Wow! Actual scientific proof for psychic abilities! It sure is eye-opening, isn't it? Now let's go find the rocket. Well, this was not exactly the welcome I was... Well, talk about a warm welcome. This is a fireball. Talk about a warm welcome. This is a fireball. Well, the fireballs have 58 hit points, 50 psychic points, 24 offense, 58 defense, and 40 speed. And they only have one attack. PK Fire Alpha. So yeah, they have fire powers because they are fire, and Note to self. Metal conducts heat. Well, it's better than the wooden bat. We'll try this again.
Those two seem incredibly powerful. I would be wise not to underestimate them. But why are they here?
And welcome to Duncan's Factory. Welcome to Duncan's Factory. He established 1969, has 1 floor below ground, 10 floors above. As elaborated from before, this place is a nightmare to trek. It's not entirely sweet, and by no means is it little. The bigger of the two factories, owned by Mr. Goldrich Duncan, underwent full-scale remodeling 5 years prior to the events of the game. It's easy to guess that they make large-scale weapons. He's not present to preside over the factory. Because of the protests over Duncan's debutantery. He's currently in Tokyo, and not likely to return until Mother's Day. There are a lot of new enemies you can encounter here, such as that fireball we took out prior. Now, in Duncan's factory, there are 2 items you're definitely going to want to pick up. Both of them can be found by going this way. Hello, Fireball. Uh-oh. You know, in retrospect... Okay, there are 2 items that we can get by going up this way, and... Oh my. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Dr. Distorto. Oh. Dr. Distorto. Oh. Basically a mad scientist type. You will end up running into him, and he always is assisted by one of his robots. By a robot. Either an old one or either old robot or scrapper. Now, Dr. Distorto can either attack, fly into a rage, or try to run away. Here, he flew into a rage. Scrapper readies for an attack, and... I'll take out the Scrapper first, Loid. You can also run away. Whoa. Some encounter. Well, that happened. Ugh.
Ninten! Ninten! You seem to be worn out from fighting. One more time?
With his strength regained, Ninten returned once more to the fighting scene. Do your best, Ninten. Man, that could have gone better. I'll need another take. I think I might need another take on because I wasn't expecting to lose. Ugh. I'll be right back. Yay! Loid got an XP boost from the Groucho.
This is your dad. Now, son, this is not my business, but why not rest?
Well, how about that? I'd like to, but there's somewhere I really need to be, Dad. Hope you can understand.
I see, I know. The Earth faces a crisis. Good luck.
Yeah. Anyways, I'll be right back when I get back to the real world. So, after getting pushed off of a ladder by Dr. Distorto and having to track our way back through Magicant back to Duncan's factory, I think it's safe to say I'm a little mad. But I'm happy that Loid got another level up. He really deserves it. Fight increased by 2, speed increased by 1, wisdom increased by 4, strength increased by 3, force increased by 2, and maximum HP up by 6. Well, we should be back at Duncan's factory soon, so I think once I reach the exit to Magicant, I can probably leave it. Say I'll be right back. Probably gonna have a lot of money in my bank from all these fights. Hates to say the least. Yeah. The rust of Let's Play. The Let's Play's a curse, even if that comes with rust. No matter how good you are at a game, the moment you record, something will happen. But I'll be right back once we're absolutely certain that we're ready for Duncan's factory. And I do mean it this time. Whoa! A smash hit! Nice one, Loid! Anyways, we can handle. We can probably handle ourselves at these levels, but why chance it? I'll be right back. You're probably wondering what I'm doing back here at Sweet's Little Factory. Well, there are a number of items I didn't find, including the fight capsule, which I plan on I give to Loid because he needs all the fight he can muster for what lies ahead. And of course, if you recall, there is that one garbage can full of infinite bottle rockets. Good place for Loid to stock up on them. sure, and it's also a decent place for leveling on rats and barbots. So there is that too. There is that benefit. This factory serves as a sort of dry run for the Duncan factory. Though instead of just rats and barbots, but it's also fire, bombs, robots, and robots built for World War II and the mad scientist Dr. Distorto. So it's good to have some way to defend yourself. I think 3 would do. 3 would be good for Loid. 3 would be a good setup for Loid. At least 3 bottle. We'll take 3 bottle rockets for Loid. Here it is. A bottle rocket. Ninten got bottle rocket. There was bottle rocket. Why does it keep saying Ninten got bottle rocket? Well, now Loid is getting bottle rocket. Okay, maybe 1 more. So, Ninten has a bottle rocket, and Loid has 3. In the Japanese, they're called pencil rockets, which is a completely different sort of rocket. I'll be honest, I thought pencil rockets were like rockets literally made out of pencils. Anywho, now that we've properly stocked up, let's head back. Let's head to Duncan's let's heal up, get to Duncan's factory, and kick some butt. I'll meet you back at the entrance to Duncan's factory. Right after I trounce this rat. And we are back. After a whole lot of things and accidentally warping myself back to Magicant, Loid gained a few extra levels. But now I think it's safe to say... Yeah, Loid, set the bread trail. We're going in.
Those two seem incredibly powerful. I would be wise not to underestimate them. But why are they here?
Now, here we are back in Duncan's factory. We'll head right first and run into an old robot. Remember that scrapper we saw in a previous life, I think it was? Never mind that stuff, but remember that scrapper, This is an old robot, created as a prototype during World War II. It's no slouch when it comes to defense. And so you'll want to use defense down on it, and then blast it with what you can. These things can stand guard and fire, no effect on the old robot. Yeah, but this thing is definitely immune. This robot is immune to hypnotism.
Why?
And why is this thing immune to hypnotism? Whose idea was that? Ninten advanced to the next level. Fight increased by 3, speed increased by 2, wisdom up by 2, strength up by 3, force by 3, maximum HP up by 2, and maximum psychic points up by 9! It's over 9! Anyways, if we go, we'll go right. Because there are 2 items that you'll definitely need to pick up on this trip. Because Lord knows you do not want to go back all the way around. And these old robots have 60 hit points, so ganging up on it and attacking will basically take it down. Anyways, there are 2 items that are really important for this run. And that is a scrapper. That is the robot we fought earlier. And only took 18 damage from that attack. Its defenses are much higher than the old robot's defenses. So probably a bottle rocket will probably do what it needs to be done. And ow. I should probably heal. That scrapper is very much no more.
Ha! It's back to the scrap heap with you!
Definitely gonna need to heal. A magic herb and used it. 32 health. And then maybe some life up. Up. But yeah, there are 2 items of importance that you might need to...
Well.
Who on earth are you?
Who am I? Ha ha! Now you stand in the presence of the greatest scientific mind of our time! Tremble at the power of Dr. Distorto!
Dr. Distorto?
You meddling brats! Powerful though you may be, you will not stand in the way of my grand bid for world conquest!
Ninten? Yeah, Loid? Are you thinking what I'm thinking? You mean... exactly what I mean, Ninten. We have our own supervillain? All right! We have our own supervillain! A twisted intellect to match wits with the ultra-humanite to our Superman!
Kids these days, it's like they don't even know how to be afraid. No matter, it's not like you'll be able to stop me from enacting my grand design.
And that would be?
I plan on using the giant rocket at the top of this factory to take over the world. Haven't worked out all the bugs in my plan, but I know it will work.
Well, sorry to burst your bubble, but we have a need for that rocket as well.
You also want to use this rocket to take over the world?
Yeah, wait, what? No! We need to use that rocket to destroy the rocks blocking the train tracks. If we don't, the trains won't be able to move.
That's the problem with kids these days. Always acting so selflessly, putting others' needs before our own. You always think you're going to be the ones to save the world and make it better. That is arrogance at its finest, and it's ridiculous. I say utterly ridiculous. Why can't they be like we were? Perfect in every way. Look at these good guys and the bad guys.
I should be asking
My
you
God,
that. I can't read his mind.
Muscles and
Think we should tell him?
The tight-fitting
Sure,
costumes
I
with
don't
the
think we
underwear
really
on
have
the
time
outside
enough for
of the
this
costume
speech.
with the big bulging thingies.
Excuse me?
What?
I hope you don't mind me saying this, but maybe you shouldn't have let slip that you were going to conquer the world with that rocket. Ninten's right. Otherwise, we wouldn't have to stop you.
Why, you? Scrapper, go, my old robot. Teach those insolent brats a lesson.
And here is the mad doctor himself, Dr. Distorto. As we've learned, he can increase his he can fly into a rage, increasing his power. He can also have a chance of running away, and basically take him down now before he can power up. Oof. He's already pretty strong as it is. Whoa. No one told me that the bottle rockets hit everyone. No one told me that the bottle rockets hit everyone. Regardless, that is impressive. And... whoa, a new psychic power? Let's... you again? Okay. Oh, healing gamma! Well, that's big. That is a nice power to have. But given how we just narrowly survived that fight, don't entirely trust my chances. This is... anyways, in this room, we have the Super Spray. It's a more powerful version of the... it's a more powerful version of the insecticide spray, hey, in that it can never break. That is important to have. And here's an old robot. Let's crush it into tin cans. Okay, yeah, it still has beam alpha. That is also something to worry about, and great. Yeah, the thing about this area is you're going to want to keep Loid alive for it. You're going to want to keep Loid alive for this area, because only he can fire the rocket at the top. Now do you see why I said this place was a nightmare? Narrative. I will be right back. I have been grinding for hours, and what's the first thing I run into? When I try to go back to Duncan's factory? A bag lady. This is the bag lady enemy. Very much like the extra cranky lady. He's in Earthbound. Probably what inspired them. They can attack. They can do a continuous attack like the fish and the tiger, and the mom's eyes, and can also use threatening words to lower your fight. Right. She is very much not a lady. Well, she's a woman, but she's not acting very ladylike. And 89 damage. And a level up for Loid. Nice. So fights increased by 2, speed increased by 1, wisdom increased by 4, strength increased by 2, force increased by 2, maximum HP up by 7. And all that matters now is that we get to the... Hi, Wally. Bye, Wally. All that matters now is that we get back to Duncan's factory. Hey, I think at our levels we can probably handle ourselves better than we were handling ourselves. Else, and these wolves, these wolves stand no chance against us. Though they are pretty quick. Heck. Yeah. Loid's hardly is now taking damage in the single digits, which is what we want. It's going to take a lot of defense, a lot of patience, and a lot of determination to just get through Duncan's factory. Just get there. There. Yeah, I hope I might definitely need to take a break after I get to the rockets. Wait. Okay. This is a good place for me to do what I'll let you know when I get back. I think we can handle ourselves with our equipment. Loid, set down the breadcrumbs. Loid started dropping the crumbs. And here we go. Back to Duncan's factory. Once more into the breach. Okay, up this ladder and in the room to the right. We meet again, Dr. Distorto. Oh. Loid, bottle rocket.
He's getting away! Not for long!
I have to get to the rocket before those meddling kids do.
Yeah, Dr. Distorto can do that. I'm kind of impressed that Ninten was able to dodge the old robot's attack on a ladder. Like, what are these old robots doing on the ladders? Just careful. This is a new enemy, the Bomber. They have 60 hit points, 10 offense, 64 defense, and 35 speed. A good strategy for that would be them to use defense down and then blast away at them. No effect? What? Okay. Yeah, they can attack and throw bombs at you. The best way to deal with them would be to use to have the H2O pendant on you. That would be a good thing to have.
Well, his performance was a dud.
Anyway. Now that we're... Okay. There are two items of importance somewhere in... Two items of importance. One of them being, of course, the super spray. And here's another bomber. The bombers also trip and fall like skunks do, are known to. And we're actually handling ourselves even better than we were in past runs. But it's important to know that of this area, it's which is so big you could easily get lost. Okay, they use bombs, which hit as hard as PK fire. And of course, is not good. Not a good sign. I mean, considering we're not wearing we don't have H2O pendants. Okay. The big bag's healing is good, but it's also limited. You can only use it 30 times before it disappears from your inventory. Okay. But it's imperative that you keep Loid alive here, because only he can log the coordinates and fire the rocket. And for a quick rundown on what Ninten's new psychic powers do, healing beta heals paralysis, healing gamma cures petrification, and quick up, of course, increases speed. One of these will lead to a room with you again. Okay, have Loid fire the bottle rocket, which apparently hits everyone, and okay. We'll keep going until we run into him again in a grand final. We'll probably end up running into him again for a grand final confrontation and a last gasp battle between good and evil. Who will triumph? Yeah, and these old robots, they can guard. They guard as well as use PK beam. So be on your guard. So you should be on your guard when they're not. And here is where the other important item is. Behold, a second Franklin badge. And it's a good thing for... Okay, yeah. I forgot that Ninten had an empty space in his inventory. So just give the second Franklin badge to Loid, and everything will be cool. Okay. So now another old robot. We fight our hardest, and it's guarding. It says ready for an attack. It's guarding. Yeah. And yeah, that one was ready to beam you. It was ready to beam you. Okay, so now we have to double back down the ladder and keep going to the right here. Here. And here's another fireball. Another fireball. Well, fireballs are not known for their guarding ability. They are, however, known for using PK fire. But at least we have some defense against them. Not much, but it's better than nothing. Or better than what we already had. Oh! This is it. Loid, fire the bottle rocket! Much better, it's only... Whoa. Interesting how he ended up having the exact same number of health after they attacked. Now again? Really? Yeah. Keep firing bottle rockets unless he tries to run away. Oh, he's mad. He is mad. And bombs away! Keep fighting as hard as he can. And the old robot was destroyed. Now we just keep going up this way, and... Wow, this keeps getting funnier. Like, he is not ready to just give up. He's not... say what you will about the Mad Doctor. He does not know the meaning of the word quit. And neither do we. Okay, this is running on bad, so make sure Loid is guarding, and make sure Loid's guarding, and you have power to heal him. Yeah, beam gamma. The Franklin badges guard against beam gamma. And not just beam, and not just all forms of PK beam. But we'll have to keep, we need to keep Loid alive for this, and Scrapper never stood a chance. Now you just keep going on the up and up. Just a bit more. Another fireball. Let's extinguish this one. Trying Fire Alpha. So far, we're not dead yet. We're not dead yet, and Dr. Distorto again? And I think we might just be out of... Yeah, we are out of... Yeah, we are very much out of... Uh-oh. Yeah, we are out, as it sounds. Uh-oh, that's not good. Out of bottle rockets. It's a good thing we stocked up on the... Good thing we have enough of psychic points to heal. Otherwise, we'd be in real trouble. And we're not really taking all that much damage. But I guess that's how it goes when you're traversing a heavily industrial factory full of mad scientists, and it's giant robots and things that want you dead. Hang in there, Loid! Right. You have Ninten heal and stand guard. Then we hit the Scrapper for everything it's worth. Oh, it guarded. That was apparently it knew that next attack was going to be fatal. And I think we're in, this is the home stretch. All that's left is this fireball, I guess. And now... It fizzled out. Now, just for using the big bag for the magic herb. Oh, he's not done with us. One last grand showdown. Uh-oh. Ugh, that sucks. This is gonna be a pain. I'm gonna have to go through all this again, aren't I? And I am mad. I am very much mad about it. I'll be right back.
What are you staring at? Here, in Magic Hand, it's just like the world outside. Just leave me some cash, then with the goods you can dash. You mean the H2O pendant. Excellent choice. This teardrop pendant is imbued with the essence of the sea, allowing it to douse even the most intense of flames. Basically, this pendant protects you from fire magic. Thank you! Do you want anything else? You mean the H2O pendant. Thank you! Do you want anything else?
Yeah. This is it, Dr. Distorto. The final battle between us. Good, who will win? Good or evil? I think we know that answer. Loid? Nice shot with the bottle rocket. I'll take it from here.
But, how could you defeat me?
Well, tracking you was the hardest part, but I'd say it's the combined effort of Loid and I. We really do need to use that rocket to clear the tracks.
Why?
Do we really need a reason to do the right thing?
No, not that. Why? What do you children see in heroes?
You tell him, Loid. Heroes always stand for what is right and help people in need. It wouldn't do anyone any good to stand idly by as someone else suffered. And even if it is a daunting task, it's always worth doing in the end. Ninten showed me that.
I have to thank you too. You really helped open this old fool's eyes.
Glad we could help, Doc.
Now, the rocket is in view.
Well, here we are. Loid, you have the honors.
Aim on the rock! Okay. 1, 2, 3, fire! Next time on Mother, We'll see if it hit the rock. Because at this juncture, only God knows if it worked. Matane!